Welcome back to sportsbookreview.com. I'm Natalie Rydstrom. Got the team with me, Gold Cup team, Martin Green, Alex from Need for Tips, and Rodolfo. I have to say, 1 in 4 of us is having a good Gold Cup experience. Others are not. Mr. Martin Green, congratulations on your picks.
Thank you.
How do you feel? The only person to make money in the first round?
I'm enjoying the Gold Cup so far. Yeah, it's been pretty good.
I think that Martin is doing a really good job and enjoying also because from today he joined the Need for Tips community. He's the member with a professional tipster at needfortips.com. So I think that he's doing a really wonderful job from 1st of August till after.
Well, congratulations, Martin.
Joining the big time.
Exactly. Well, taking those winning tips. Listen, got to share. Listen, we put all the tips that we give, whether they're winners or losers, we put them all together. So here we go, guys. This is how we did. We can see there, Martin, the only person in profit there, 3.8 units of profit. Very good indeed. And then it just went all downhill from there. Alex, myself, and Rodolfo, not a very good start. But I tell you, come on, some of these results, USA failed to win on their turf. Rodolfo, you thought they were going to win the tournament. I'm guessing you may be changing your mind or not.
You know what? I'm still going to keep the US, though. But the one that actually got me pretty impressed yesterday was actually Mexico. The way they played yesterday, this is nothing like the European players from Mexico play in the Confederations Cup. This team actually had some chemistry.
Yeah, Rodolfo. Sorry, Rodolfo. Yeah, but they played against El Salvador. They didn't play against Brazil.
Well, no, I understand that. I agree. I agree on that. However, though, the same team that has Hernandez, that has Bella, and that has all these other players, when they played to El Salvador last time, what was it? What, a year or 2 years ago? They were only able to beat them up 3-0 at the Azteca. So, but anyways, it's just the chemistry that I saw between the team, and as the tournament progressed, I think they could be very dangerous, though.
Yeah, we've got a comment saying Mexico is bake. I don't know what that means. Does that mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Mexico is bake like a cake. What does it mean?
I'm not sure. It sounds good, but I'm not sure.
It sounds like Mexico's not going to make it. That's what it sounds to me, though. But then again, I just got a very I felt that Mexico play well yesterday, even though it was El Salvador. El Salvador was able to handle the ball at least for 25 minutes, 30 minutes until the second goal came in. But definitely Mexico is still now a contender with the U.S., though. I still don't go for Costa Rica, Alex.
Well, I think he said, it's a lazy way of saying back. Okay, so Mexico is back. And then just like Jamaica has to be respected on Thursday, I agree, obviously got their revenge. But listen, and actually the other team, Martinique, beat Nicaragua and kept a clean sheet. Incredible. Did not see that one coming.
The odds were weird, Natalie. Before 2-3 hours before the game, the odds were the other way around. For Martinique, it was 3.8, and for Nicaragua was 2.0 something. And the odds drifted in 1 hour and 1 hour and a half the other way around. So I think that somebody knew something. I don't understand. I saw parts of the game. I didn't expect it. Nicaragua not to find the back of the net. Okay, let's say that Martinique could win, but Nicaragua not to find the back of the net, weird.
I totally agree. Listen, let's kick it off now with the Group A match, Costa Rica versus Canada. These are two bets of mine that did come in. Costa Rica win and Canada win. Costa Rica 1.85, draw 3.5, Canada 4.5. Both teams won the first round. Both teams will be looking for their next win. Obviously, Canada had a pretty hefty win against French Guiana, but also conceded to as well, which is interesting. And then obviously Costa Rica will be with Navas, held to that 1-0 there to Honduras. But Rodolfo, you were expecting more goals from, well, certainly goals from Honduras. You were quite surprised by the result. Kick us off on what you think the best bet is for this match.
Well, this one I think is going to be a no-brainer. This is going to be Costa Rica ML, priced at 1.80. in Bet 365 though. They definitely have the defense. They have good midfield, and they're able to find the back of the net. On the other hand, I think Canada, I mean, they play against a really weak team on defense, allowing 2 goals. They were kind of, the second one was kind of silly goal, I will say. But I don't expect Canada to be able to stop Costa Rica on this one. And I don't know if they're going to be able to score, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know. Interesting. I think Costa Rica on the money line is a good way to play it. That's the way I'm playing. Alex, what are you thinking? Because obviously you like Costa Rica as a dark horse to win the competition. Costa Rica on the money line, is that the bet here?
Yeah, 1.85, the best odds that you can find on the market right now. I think that Martin will go with the same, and it will be a full house. Hopefully, Martin will go with the same. I think that is the bet to take. The odds are really good. I don't know what to say. Canada, okay, but they won their first match. I said that they will concede also, and maybe you want to take Costa Rica and under 2.5. That is even better odds. But Costa Rica money line is a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, the only tipster to make money in the first round. Martin, what are you going for?
I'm making it a full house. Yeah, I'm going for Costa Rica at 1.85. I think that looks a very good bet. They did end up quite fortunate to beat Honduras in their first game, but I was still impressed enough with the dogged nature of their defending and their strength on the counter-attack to think that they'll beat this Canada team. Canada started pretty well against French Guiana, but then nearly threw it away against the tiny island nation. Went 3-2 up, then they conceded 2 goals, and they looked like they were hanging on a bit. They got a 4th to wrap it up near the end, but they weren't really convincing. And I do think that Costa Rica is quite a distance the stronger side. So yeah, 1.85 on Costa Rica for me.
All right, full house, Costa Rica to win. Honduras versus French Guiana, second match, Group A. Honduras 1.4, a draw 4.8, French Guiana 8. Both teams lost their first round. We'll be looking for a win here. Do you think Honduras will keep this one tight? Do you think they've got a tighter defense, obviously, than Canada there? What are you going to go for? We're going to start with you, Martin.
I'm going to go for an Asian handicap here. Asian handicap is a bit of a theme of my picks today because there's quite heavy favourites in almost all of the games. So to get any sort of value, you either have to look at different markets or give a handicap. So I'm going Honduras minus 1.25 Asian handicap odds of 1.93. I have to say, yeah, I was very impressed by the way Honduras acquitted themselves against Costa Rica. Thought they looked a pretty good, well-organised team. But for better finishing, they would have won it quite convincingly. And I think they'll get far more opportunities against the French Guiana side that doesn't defend all that well. I think Honduras can actually show they're a better team than Canada, or at least as good, and win by a similar margin. So 1.93 on the Asian handicap looks good to me.
Interesting. I was looking at the Asian handicap as well. I've got Honduras minus 1.65. So still got starts with some value there. But that's not my tip. But Alex, what are you going for?
Yeah, as Rodolfo said, Honduras made an impressive game, a really good game against Costa Rica. Only missed some opportunities to draw, to at least to draw the match with Costa Rica. But that means that they have a really good firepower in the attack. Yeah, French Guiana, they have goals in them. I said to you that they will have goals in them. So I'm going for both teams to score at 1.89 because I believe that French Guiana will score also against the Honduras.
Okay, Rodolfo, over to you. What's your bet?
I'm gonna go on the both bets from Martin and Alex are right on spot. The main one that I like in here is going to be Honduras to win on the over 2.5. That's priced out at even money. And also, I'm gonna place a second one on Honduras to score over 2.5 goals. The over 3.5 goals, it looks very good as far as odds. I think it's pushing 3-1 almost. But yeah, the main one is going to be over 2.5 and Honduras to win.
Okay, if you had to predict a correct score, what would you go for?
For this one?
Yeah.
I will say probably 4-1, 4-0.
Okay. So expecting goals is not.
Come on, 4-1 at least. Come on.
I know, but it's gonna be tough. You know what? Honduras can actually defend though. I mean, they definitely made some mistakes with Costa Rica, but I don't think that French Guiana is going to be able to attack as much as they did with Canada. That's the reason I'm just going for Honduras to win on the over 2.5. I think Honduras is going to be out there for the kill. You know, they need this one to regain motivation and to get back on track.
Yeah, I'm going for something a little bit different here because I was looking at Honduras -1, which I do like. I think I'll take that as a second bet, but for the purpose of our scoreboard, I'm going to do highest scoring half being the second. 5 of the 6 goals all happened in the second half. I think teams will be broken down a bit. I think we're going to see more goals in the second half. I am expecting goals, so sort of on the same page with you guys. And I like the odds of 2. So it was better than my Honduras -1 there. Highest scoring half being the second. What do you think?
Interesting.
I like it.
Interesting. I like when Martin's always like, interesting.
I think that you're going to have a very good chance of now and that, and the reason why is because I think French Guiana is going to be. Let's see how they're physically fit for the second half, where I think Honduras is going to be handling the ball constantly, and French Guiana is going to have to be chasing the ball quite a lot.
Yeah,
that's what I think. I think they're going to wear them down. I think by the second half is when we're going to get a lot of goals.
Yeah. They're chasing the game the whole time. They'll tire in the second half, and you could see a couple of late ones for Honduras. So, yeah, there's a good one.
Yep. All right. Okay, Panama versus Nicaragua, Group B. Panama 1.33, draw 5, Nicaragua 12. Obviously, Panama drew 1-1 to USA. Nicaragua lost Martinique 2-0. Very surprising indeed. I'm a little bit nervous about this bet. Last meeting, obviously, Panama won 2-1, and that was just back in January. Are we looking like a Panama win? It's low, 1.33. Alex, what do you think?
Nicaragua. What to say about Nicaragua when they lost with Martinique? I think that they are the weakest side on this Gold Cup, and Panama had big chances to win against USA. They hold them to a draw 1-1, but they had big chances to win and to start positive with the 3 points. But a point, it was really good also for Panama, which I think that they will easily win their second match against Nicaragua. Panama -1.5 for me at 2.02 because I think that they will put some pressure from the start and they might win also from halftime. I think that also halftime, full time is an interesting bet.
Do you think Nicaragua can score in this match, Alex?
If they fail to score against Martinique, they might fail to score against Panama. But given the competition, Gold Cup, I think that we should pass this bet for Nicaragua.
Yeah. Okay. And Martin, you said the theme of your bets this round was the Asian handicap. Is that what you're doing this match?
Indeed, it is. Yeah, I have the exact same bet as Alex here, reading each other's emails and whatnot. I just think that was a pretty appalling performance for Nicaragua, really. I mean, it was the battle of 2 minnows playing against one another, but I mean, they were the side that was favoured. If anyone was going to shade it, you probably thought it would be Nicaragua, but it's this sort of competition that pits these reasonable-sized countries against small island nations, and they failed the test, unfortunately, whereas Panama looked very strong, as they often do against the USA. Very stubborn, very difficult to break down, and plenty going forwards. I thought they could have actually beaten USA were it not for Brad Guzan's heroics in goal. So I think they should win this one pretty comfortably if Nicaragua play the way they did against Martinique. So yeah, -1.5 on the Asian handicap, 2.03.
Interesting. Very cohesive this round. Rodolfo, what are you liking?
I'm gonna roll with the same thing here.
Really?
Panama,
okay.
Yeah, Panama is not a team that scores a lot, though. Panama is a team that usually keeps games pretty tight, and even though they have some good forwards such as Blas Perez, they have a hard time finding the net. They miss a lot. So, but I think they're gonna be able to pull this game 2-0. I don't think Nicaragua is going to score. I think Nicaragua is going to come out strong. Is going to come out to try to play a strong defense, though, and try to build from there. But I don't think they're going to be able to to hold the pressure. So yeah, possibly 2-0 and -1.5. That I'll roll with you guys on this bet. Absolutely.
Interesting. I like this cohesiveness. I think I've just got to lean for this match. My lean is the under 2.5 goals, but I don't know. I'm not going to make it official. I'm worried whether Nicaragua can score that goal or whether we might see 3 from Panama. I don't know. But the under 2.5 goals is 1.83 for anyone who's interested. USA versus Martinique, Group B. USA 1.22, draw 6.5, Martinique 15. Very low odds, I feel, for USA, obviously, who failed to win on their turf. I'm guessing the bookies are predicting them to bounce back and really regain some face in front of their home crowd. Start us off there, Rodolfo.
I'm gonna roll in this one with a little bit of twist. I'm gonna take the little momentum that Martinique created, and I'm gonna go in this one with Martinique +2.
Martinique
and simply just because I'm sure the US will probably find the net and they may win, but I think they can win by 1 goal. I think Martinique is gonna try to keep it tight. They run a lot, though. They run a lot. They're probably not as good as handling the ball, but the U.S. is not impressive right now. Maybe when they pull their reinforcements, then we're gonna see some of that motivation that I have for them to win the game, the tournament. But for right now, I think Martinique will be able to cover that plus. Will be safe with the +2.
With the +2, yeah. Population under 400,000. To keep it tight against the United States of America. Yeah. I know it's not a big sport. I know it's not a big sport in the States, but come on. It is everywhere else in the world. It's just weird, isn't it? Why they?
That is true.
It's weird. But Martin, again, you are on the handicap theme. Don't tell me you're going for that as well.
I'm not actually, no. Well, I guess I'll bet. No, I'm not sure if they could both pay off. I'm going for USA -1.5 in this one. As an Englishman whose team lost to Iceland with a population the size of Coventry, about 300,000 people in 2016, I'm well aware that anything can happen with population size. But I think Martinique will be buoyed by that victory over Nicaragua. But I think the USA is going to improve as this tournament goes on. These are young players that aren't really tested at this level, that have not got much experience playing with one another. And I think they'll gel more as the competition goes on. So I think they'll be better in this game. Don Dwyer looks a good striker. I can see them, maybe winning it about 2-0. I guess that would void the +2 bet, which would but yeah, I think they can win it by a couple of goals. So that looks enough for me to go to -1.5 on the Asian handicap is 1.69.
Not bad. Okay, and what about yourself, Alex? What are you going for?
Yeah, I think that Martinique is an interesting side to watch. I like their first game. I think that they will be happy with 1 point from their next 2 fixtures, and like that they will qualify in the knockout stages. I think that we can see goals. USA and the over 2.5 at 1.75. If not, the only question, I don't think that the USA will not win the 3 points. Definitely they will win the 3 points. The question in this match if Martinique will score or not score. What we saw in both teams' matches in the first round of fixtures, I think that Martinique can score. Some of their attacking players are playing in Europe. Okay, not important teams. Beitar Jerusalem from Israel, Mansfield Town from England, but not in Premier League, of course. Also from Beveren, from Belgium. And I think that they are bringing some quality in the team. I think that Martinique can score. This is why I'm going for USA and the over 2.5 at 1.73. But a side bet both teams to score at 2.25.
Okay, yeah, good odds on that one. Mine again, sorry guys, no bet. I just think it's very low odds there for USA, and I think both teams very unpredictable, and Martinique as well, very unpredictable indeed. Mexico versus Jamaica, I think one of the highlight matches from round 2. Mexico 1.29, draw 4.5, Jamaica 13. And I agree really for the comment from Robinson Yeppies or something like that. Mexico is bake. Jamaica should be given, some respect as well. Obviously, they beat Curacao, which really was a revenge match against obviously losing Caribbean Cup there to Curacao. So I think that they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves as well. I think Mexico though is low, 1.29, but I do like this match in terms of betting. Start us off, Alex.
Yeah, exactly like you said, Jamaica are entering in this match full of confidence after their first win, with another point for sure that they will qualify into the quarterfinals. But I'm sure that Mexico are really strong right now. They look really good in all the fields. They missed more opportunities than the goals that they scored in the first match. And maybe Jamaica can score, but I think that Mexico will win the 3 points again. I'm going with Mexico to win and over 2.5. I think it will be a goal fest again from the Mexican side. So 2.05 for Mexico to win and the over 2.5 goals.
Yeah, I'll come in here with my bet. Mine is the simple over 2.5 goals. I think Mexico can score those by themselves. I am expecting Jamaica to contribute on the scoreboard, but just the over 2.5 goals, 1.78 at Bet Victor. I thought there was some tremendous value there. What are your thoughts, Rodolfo? Do you think it was going to be a goal fest? Do you think Mexico will win all 3 points? Will Jamaica make it difficult for them?
So in the game against Curacao, Jamaica scored 2. However, the goalkeeper Blake, he had a great night. I mean, Curacao could have easily scored 1, 2, 3 goals. All right, and I don't think that this is going to be the same with Mexico, though. I think Mexico will win it. I don't think Jamaica is going to be able to do much against them, though. Their midfield, Jamaica's midfield doesn't convince me at all. So I'm going to roll with Mexico minus 1.5 on this one. I think they can easily win this one 2-0.
Ooh, okay. So you're not expecting Jamaica to contribute on the scoreboard. What about a similar score, obviously, that we saw with El Salvador 3-1? That would obviously get your bet in as well. Or you really think that Mexico are going to go to town on Jamaica?
I think they're gonna pressure them though, and I don't think Jamaica is gonna be able to do much. To be honest with you, I mean the 2 goals that Jamaica scored on Curacao, there were huge mistakes on the defense though, both of them. So I don't think Mexico is gonna make those. I think this team has chemistry, so I think they're gonna be able to hold on the speed that the Jamaican team brings up. El Salvador, I mean, before we spoke about this, and I said El Salvador is a team that has 45 minutes in them, maybe 60 minutes in them. And sure enough, I mean, the first half, it was pretty good first half, But then after that, they kind of fell apart. I think Mexico can definitely handle the ball way better than Jamaica, and Jamaica's not going to have that many opportunities, though.
All right, Mexico minus 1.5. Martin, what are you going for?
Yeah, I was a bit unsure about this game. I looked at it for a while. I do think that Jamaica have to be respected. I was looking at giving Jamaica a plus handicap, but there was no value in the sort of plus handicaps I was thinking about. And then I just thought, actually, looking at the balance of the teams, Mexico should really win this one comfortably. They are the best side in this tournament, and I fancy them to win it. They've got a very strong domestic league, and it's giving a lot of players from that league a real good showcase, a real good opportunity to stake a claim for a place on the plane to the World Cup in 2018. And I really like what I've seen from them so far. So I think they can rack up a relatively decent scoreline here. So I'm just going for Mexico minus 1.25 Asian handicap at odds of 1.73.
All right, interesting stuff. I'm loving these comments by Robinson Yeppies here, I have to say. Very funny indeed. El Salvador versus Curacao, Group C. El Salvador 2.4, draw 3, Curacao 3.4. Tough match. Both can win it, I believe, and both looking for the win. Both obviously lost their opener match in Group C, so it's a must-win for both, really. Question is who will do it, or could this end in a draw? Martin, what have you got?
Sorry to say, this one's going to have to be a pass for me. Didn't really like the Martinique-Nicaragua game, and I don't really like this one, to be honest. It's two pretty poor sides that are both coming into the game on the back of a beating. I think they're pretty evenly matched. It really could go either way. I think this one's very unpredictable. If I was going to bet on it, I probably wouldn't look at a winner. I'd probably look at another market, like both teams to score or something like that. But just think it's a bit unpredictable, so I'm going to stay away from this one.
Yeah, or even like a draw no bet or something like that. Martin, I'm so on the same page as you. Hoping someone's got a bet, though. Have you got a bet there, Rodolfo?
Yes, I'll take a bet on this one. I actually think that both teams can score. Yeah. And I think both teams will be able to find the net, even though in the past World Cup qualifying, they play a playoff game where El Salvador won both matches 1-0 away and at home. I don't think this is going to be the case. I think Curacao can actually bring some action into the table. So I'm going to go in this one for the over 2.5.
Over 2.5 goals. Okay. Alex, what are you going for?
2.5. Yeah.
Come on, I have the same bet as Rodolfo here. I have at 2.5. El Salvador and Curacao over 2.5 goals at 2.5. Even I think that I don't understand these odds. Curacao have goals in them. Like Rodolfo said, they had a lot of opportunities to score in their first fixture. El Salvador, we also that they have, as the guy said, 45 minutes, 60 minutes. So I think that it will be an open game. I think that both teams will play their chance to win their first match in this tournament. So I think that we will see a goal fest. Why not over 2.5 goals when both teams have really poor defense and some decent firepower? Why not to see 3 goals in the match? I don't understand the odds at all. So I thank the bookies for the odds. 2.5 for over 2.5 goals.
I thank the bookies for the odds. Just to answer Jim Beam, I'm sorry, we had full house for Costa Rica. You can get the odds of about 1.8 Bet365, 1.85 Labrooks. We all thought that although Canada obviously managed to get 4 goals against French Guiana, you know, really they shouldn't have let in any goals. And I think against the Costa Rica side, I think Costa Rica is going to be too strong for them. So I'm sorry, we're not on Canada, I'm afraid.
Maybe if they got some hockey sticks and just started whacking the players.
Yeah, if it was in hockey, of course we'd be going for Canada. But yeah, I don't know.
For a big handicap on hockey for sure.
Yeah. What's everyone's favorite bet? Does anybody have a favorite bet for round 2 that they feel the most confident about? Like Alex, what do you have?
I'm not going for Canada now. I'm not going for Costa Rica.
I know.
I'm going for USA and the over 2.5 goals in the match.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Rodolfo? Is there one that's the one that you're putting a bit more money on?
The one that where I'm going all in.
Yeah.
Honduras against French Guiana, over 2.5, and Honduras to win.
Okay. And what about you, Martin?
Yeah, I think I quite like all the handicaps I'm doing, but yeah, Honduras versus French Guiana for me. Honduras minus 1.25, Asian handicap at 1.93. I like that one.
Yeah, I do like the Costa Rica win, but for our guest there, Jim, I'm going to go for the over 2.5 goals in Mexico versus Jamaica, because I think Mexico can score those by themselves. So over 2.5 goals, Mexico versus Jamaica. All right, great stuff. We'll be back on Thursday, I believe, to do 2 of the matches, the Costa Rica from Group A, and then we'll be back on Friday to continue round 3. So hopefully see you guys there with all your comments. It makes it so much more fun. And thank you especially to Jim and Robinson Yeppies, if that's how I'm saying the names. Yeppies. For your comments and watching. So best of luck, guys, and see you on Thursday.
All right.
Yes,
Hey,
sir,
before
say.
we go, hey, Marty. So you didn't bet on El Salvador Curacao. So that means that you don't have a bet at all on that one. We can still catch you.
You can, yeah. I'm very much catchable.
All right,
I'm
just
sure it'll
making
happen.
sure.
I'm sure it'll happen.
You're forfeiting that one. You don't even want
I'm
to take a
forfeiting.
wild guess on that
I
one.
don't want to talk. I don't want to lose further behind.
Listen,
Must
we
remain
do.
top
With
of the
Alpha, we
list,
say sometimes a no bet is a great bet. If it's
Exactly.
if we don't have one,
Absolutely.
don't force it. We've got to feel confident behind there. Losing money is not what we're all about. We're all about
Hey, but
building
you
our
know where?
bankroll.
Yeah, but we're behind the scoreboard, so we gotta try to
Yes, we need to
push
catch
him
up.
to make a bet, right? Hopefully he'll give us a chance to catch up with him.
I'm sure there'll
Yeah.
be plenty of
Yeah.
opportunities. Plenty
Well,
of
the good news is though is at the end we collectively tally everyone together. So we're hoping that we can all do winners, and then we judge by the overall profit of all of us. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Very good.
let's catch up on Martin as well. All right, guys, this is
All right, guys.
on Thursday. Take care.
There,
Thank
guys.
you. Bye bye.
See ya. Take care.